Hello guys, today we are in Luxembourg in search of fully funded masters and PhD opportunities. I'll be taking you through opportunities at this university and will show you the numerous funding opportunities, both for PhD and then masters. Of course, we'll be talking about other issues like living expenses, accommodation, and English language requirements. So sit back and relax as I take you through the application process. In case you're joining us for the first time, you're welcome. This is Victor's YouTube channel, Another Day, Another Scholarship. But where have you been? There are lots of materials already on this channel on fully funded scholarships from around the world. So look around. I'm sure you'll find something that catches your interest. And do not forget to subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer or returning subscriber, thanks for coming back and thanks for your constant support. And I hope you get a scholarship sooner than later. So straight away, let's go into the business of today. That's fully funded PhD and masters at this university, University of Luxembourg. And let's begin with the PhD. For this university, the PhD opportunities are treated like job opportunities. So just go through Google, just type PhD positions, Luxembourg University. It will take you through to this page. So click on this link, take you to this page. And when you get to this page, just use the filter function and click on PhD candidates and then search. It is that simple. Click on OK, search. So these are the PhD opportunities at this university. They're also from different departments, different disciplines. So they pertain to different fields of expertise. So check, you might just find something in your area of expertise. So look at this one, for instance. PhD student position in computational system biology. Sounds very interesting. Let's click on it and see. So I haven't clicked on this. It gives you the basic details about the PhD projects and then the documents you need to apply or how to apply. You need your CV, you need a cover letter. Interestingly, check the amount of money you'll be earning. So you'll be getting a gross salary of over 37,000 euros. That's a lot of money. Then you also get family allowance. That's interesting. And you'll be working for 40 hours. So it's like a full-time job. So PhDs are often treated like full-time jobs in some parts of mainland Europe. So to qualify for this position, you need a master's. You can see it here as well. So check for other positions. They have similar requirements and similar amounts of money. So this is very generous and you would enjoy, I believe, working at this university. Look at this one in geography, for instance. You can click on this as well. See, of course, they give you instructions of what the PhD is all about. And then the requirements, you can see MSc Geography and the rest of them. So you scroll down a little, the number of hours you'll be working, and this is even paying over 40,000 euros per year as a PhD student. That's a lot of money. I think Luxembourg pays one of the highest amount of stipend, or in this case, salaries to PhD students. And of course, you can see the applications requirement or the document you need to provide for this position. So I've already showed you how to get here. Just go to PhD positions, Luxembourg University, and then you get here and then check for your course. Remember to use the filter function and then choose PhD candidates. So that's it for PhD. It's very straightforward. No beating about the bush. So what about masters? Let's go to the masters position. Again, you can just type on Google master's courses Luxembourg University, and then to give you a number of suggestions, and then voila, you're on the page. So but how do you find funding for masters? So just scroll down and look for the different masters programs at this university. You can see masters here. You have Faculty of Science, Technology and Medicine. You can always scroll down. You can see law, economics, finance. There's humanities and social science education. So you can see Lots of opportunities here, lots of master's courses. So what do you do? How do you find funding for the master's? And I want to show you something very quickly. So for instance, take this master's in space technology and business. So click on this and then it shows you the page. But there's a problem here. It's saying fees £2,000. Avoid courses like this. Yes, it is true that they say almost a number of courses are free of charge in Luxembourg, but not all of them. This one is not free of charge. You have to pay 2,000 euros, not pounds, 2,000 euros for this. So what do you do? Go back to that page and check for other courses that do not require you to pay 2,000 euros. Look at this one, for instance, data science. Data science, and then check the amount. Data science is only asking for 200 euros. So compared to the 2,000 euros, this is already only asking for 200 euros. You might still say, oh, this is a large amount of money, but there's a way to cover that fee. Yes, you're able to cover that, and through a scholarship from this university. So let me show you what I mean. So just click on admissions. So let's say you want to study data science, click on admissions. Then look at the requirements. You can see that you need a bachelor's for this course, and then you need B2 in English. And if you've already studied in English, you have to bring a document from your previous institution. So you do not need to submit the IELTS or the TOEFL. Just bring a letter from your previous institution saying you've already studied in the English language. So other documents like your CV, comprehensive transcript, and then the cover letter. So then you know the requirements, very clear. But then what about funding? Where do you get money? 200 euros is still a lot of money. So just click on this tab called scholarship, and then look at this, the name of the scholarship. Lumen du Pas International Scholarship. That is the key, and I'll be going to that shortly. But let me just take you back to the program page, the master's courses. So for instance, let's check for another course. Let's go to economics law and the rest of them and see the courses available. Look at this one in logistics and supply chain. Another course you should avoid, because why? You can see here that it is 12,000 euros. That's a lot of money, and you won't get a scholarship to cover all of that. There's very little said about scholarships here, and even this scholarship might not be enough to cover it, because I'll show you the amount very soon of the scholarships. You want to avoid these very expensive courses, except the scholarship says they'll cover the entirety of your fee. So let's go to the more affordable ones. So I'll show you geography quickly, and then I'll go to the scholarships, more details about the scholarships. So let's check for geography. So there's something here about masters in geography and spatial planning. So geography and spatial planning, quickly, let's go. So still the 200, and then you go to admissions. Says something similar to what we've seen already, and then you can see the scholarship again. Lumen du Pas International Master Scholarship. So let's click on it once and for all. So what does this scholarship cover? You can see there are other scholarships, of course, but this is one of the most generous of all of them. So this scholarship is fully funded. Look at it for masters. For 2 years masters, a maximum of 30 students will be awarded the scholarship. And the scholarship is for those both in the EU and outside the EU. So what is it worth? You can see it's worth a stipend of 10,000 euros per annum, per year for 2 years. So for 2 years, it would be like 20,000 euros. From this 10,000, you also get, you'd pay for your student accommodation, and the remainder will be given you as a stipend. So from this 10,000, they remove your rent, and the remaining will be used as your stipend. Usually it's meant to be enough. And you can see here, this is very important, that tuition fees are not included. Tuition fees are not included. But remember, the tuition fee is just 200 euros. So it means with this 10,000 euros that you get, you can always remove 200 euros per semester to pay for the tuition fees. And that is why I said you should avoid those courses where they're charging 10,000 euros, 12,000 euros, 15,000 euros. You cannot use this 10,000 euros to cover those very expensive courses, like in supply chain and the rest of them. You need rather courses that will tell you to pay just 200 euros, and then you can always use your stipend to pay that 200 euros. You can see accommodation is about 650 euros, I think per semester, or is it per semester or per year? I think per year. You can always, they said they would remove that from this money and then give you the remainder. The remainder will be your pocket money. You can also use it to pay off the 200 euros for tuition. I hope that is clear. And that is why I'm saying avoid those big courses or those courses with lots of money, except you're able to find some other scholarship to cover those. And of course, there are other scholarships as well, I must say. There are these ones. You can see some others. Yeah, this is saying 30,000, but some of them are very specific. Some of them are saying just EU citizens. Others are for specific courses. You can see specific course scholarships. Some of them are also quite small. Some of them are also quite small. So it's good to do your own investigation and see if there are other pots of money that you can access through the scholarship portal as well. So you can see the name of the scholarship we looked at initially. So this is it. Lumen, I think that's the name, if I'm not pronouncing that wrongly. Dupact International Masters Scholarship. So this is the one you want to put your eye on, and then you might want to investigate to check whether you can get other scholarships as well from this university. And for the PhD, it's very straightforward. You do not need to go through all this process. Immediately get into the PhD, you already have funded. So that's 30,000 or 40,000 euros per year. So you're very comfortable with the PhD. It's just the masters you have to probably go through some of this. But there is a small problem though, and I'll show you the problem very soon. Let's see. Let me show you what I mean. So here I'm typing application fees. So you probably know where I'm going with this. Trying to investigate if I need to pay application fees. So it's not saying much here, but then some places are saying registration fee will be charged. So let's get more. You can always scroll down to see if application fees apply. So let's check if we can find anything about application fees quickly. Admissions procedure. So when I checked earlier, I saw an application fee of, I think, close to what do they call it? 50,000, 50 rather, not 50,000, but 50 euros. So here, complete your application and pay your application fees. So this is the problem. You can see here that pay the administrative application fee if requested, 50 euros per application. You can pay directly by the platform by credit card. And there are some departments that do not accept application fees, but the most of them actually require application fees. So this is the major problem, I think, for those applying for a master's. But for a PhD, there's no application fee. So fortunately, if you're applying for a PhD, apply directly, no application fee. It's just for a master's. A number of them would require you to pay the application fee. And nothing here was said about a waiver, so I do not know if it is possible to get a waiver at this university. You might want to contact them directly for that if you want. So the application window opened on the 1st of February, and I think it will stay till probably March or April, but you want to start early to apply. That reminds me, some days ago I did a scholarship on the New Zealand fully funded scholarship on my page. I found out that some nationalities, especially Nigerians, can no longer apply for the New Zealand scholarship, not because the deadline has elapsed, but because they've received too many applications from Nigerians and they've suspended receiving more applications from nationalities from that for applications from that country. So it's always good to apply early because you do not know the volume of application they might receive and then stop abruptly accepting applications. So that's it, guys. I hope this was useful. Fully funded PhD. can see the PhD opportunities and masters at University of Luxembourg in Europe, in the EU, essentially. So take advantage of this opportunity, start putting your documents together, and I wish you good luck. As usual, guys, we cannot wait to celebrate you. So look around, interact with the different videos on this channel. Also recommend it to your friends, your family members, and all those interested in fully funded scholarships. And I will see you at the top sooner than later. Bye-bye for now, and do not forget to subscribe. Cheers.